Zach, when the game starts and when the defense doesn't fire in the very first series, what were you thinking?
Man, we got to play better right off the start. I got him over on the sideline and, got after him a little bit. Coach V got after him a little bit. Danny got after him a little bit. And then, we responded the right way and, kind of played the way we should have played for, the next 2 quarters.
I was going to say, the fact they regrouped, how did that make you feel?
Good. I think that you're always going to face adversity at some point in a game. I told him beforehand, I said, I've been the other team that was the underdog coming in and won, and on a spot where we were counted out or shouldn't have been there. And, they obviously, man, they're going to come out and give you we're Oklahoma. You're going to get everybody's best shot every time. And so just the ability to respond is something that's not new, but is nice to see always. And the reality is we'll face adversity again, in the games remaining in the season, and we respond the right way to that.
Zach, that's 3 games in a row where the opponent scored a touchdown in the opening drive of the game. How do you put your finger on that, though, to come out strong in that first possession?
Yeah, I think that a couple of his, showed us some new things maybe we hadn't seen, hadn't worked on, and then just details, as prepared as we get out there and have an opportunity that, man, you got to execute with the details of the things that we've seen and we've done. And, sometimes the environment and we're playing a game, we get adrenaline rush, and we just got to calm down and do what we're supposed to do.
Robert got the fumble recovery today in the forced fumble. What impresses you the most about him and how he's able to keep doing this?
Yeah, I think you just watch the fumble. It's intentional. We talk about it all the time in practice and execute that way in practice and trying to attack the ball. And I think our guys are very conscious of that when they have an opportunity. Obviously, he was able to get it out today. Some of them, man, we've punched out and hadn't been able to get back. Falling right on them, some of those type of hits. But was just proud to see him, go do that with just the intention of, hey, I knew this was the plan, and it worked.
Zach, you played your roster just about today. What did you think of your talent that you got out there? And I know you haven't had time to look at it or anything, but just what you just saw, what did you feel like?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of young guys that are good players. The details obviously matter. You don't like giving up the 2 drives at the end of the game where, I tell them all the time, and the standard doesn't change. Just because maybe you're not the starter or you haven't played as much as one of the other guys, when you get in the game, the expectations are the same way they are with everybody else. Hey, we just talked about this in the meeting. You didn't go execute it the way we just talked about it. Were you sitting in there? Yes, sir. Well, why'd you do that? And so just a little bit of the, youth shows through. But, man, we have a lot of talented players and that are going to be really, really good and, just excited for the future of the team.
As well as Eli Bowen was playing earlier in the season, it seems like he just got better week by week. What's impressed you about his progression throughout the season?
Just the consistency and accountability. He doesn't just every single day, he takes notes like I would type things. It's just that detailed and written out that way and, just incredibly well structured. And the little habits show up in how you play and how you prepare. And the more game experience he gets, the better he's going to be because he's seeing more concepts, seeing more releases, seeing more, offensive plays, and that just helps build a catalog of, things you remember and ways you play certain, plays and certain techniques.
Danny, after so many games, he's done it all season. Surprising he got his first sack today?
I actually didn't know that. No, that's good. I knew he got a sack. I didn't know it was his first one, but dialed that one up. He came in there nice and tight and just happy for him. So
it seemed like Maine was breaking the huddle kind of late and then trying to snap quickly to catch you guys off guard. You guys were huddling also. Was that an adjustment to what Maine was doing? How do you guys kind of respond to that?
Yeah, I think that if they're going to huddle the same way, everyone wants to turn this into the NFL now, and we'll huddle too. And I can talk to the guys, and I can have Danny give them, tidbits and reminders, things like that in the huddle, and the call, obviously, whoever the green dot is out there, that is, and so we just did that as a response to kind of, the way the game is kind of moving.
Do you like these games, FCS opponent late in the season? It does allow you to play a lot of younger players. It also allows a guy like Ethan Downs maybe to get a little bit more healthier when you don't need him. Do you like this game late in the schedule?
Yeah, I think it's just another game on the schedule. I don't know. I hadn't really thought of it. I don't think there's anything maybe better about having it late or having it early than one or the other. But, every opponent you prepare for like they're the Super Bowl because they are. You know, and you don't do that, and you're asking for, you know, failure out there. And so, man, all week I talked about how good the quarterback was. He's a great player. Gets on the edges. He was like, I think his worst game this year was like 16 and 19. I mean, something crazy. And so, you know, we expected them to come out and fight, and you know, that's just kind of the approach we take week in and week out, whether it's, you know, somebody in the SEC or an FCS team. Thanks, guys.